Hello, this is David D. Hilster. I am a critical thinker, dissident scientist, and I'm here to tell you the truth about science, something your university professors won't tell you, the mass media won't tell you, and certainly those science evangelists won't tell you. It had to happen. Somebody had to say they're going to repeat the famous 1919 eclipse experiment for Einstein proving, I'm over here, proving Einstein's general relativity. And who is it? The University of West Georgia. I know, I've never heard of them either. Well, the reason they do it, why? Well, looky here. They made it onto a web page, which is Facebook's web page for Einstein, which goes to almost 20 million people. So yeah. So did they do it because they are really interested in proving relativity? No. They get on the map. So they, maybe they get some publicity. They get some people at the university excited. Look, we're on the map, and we're going to show Einstein. And that's one of the biggest things you get. If you publish anything and you say Einstein proves Einstein, you get published right away. Why? I don't know. You're trying to ask. I can't figure that one out yet. When I do, I'll make a video about it. But right now I don't. But of course, you can see right here that, in fact, we have the famous eclipse from 1919. We're going to go down further here because this is, here we go. Powell explained that during the total phase of the 1990 eclipse, the moon blocked out light from the surface of the sun, and the dark near the side of the moon was seen against the inner corona, the solar atmosphere. Away from the solar glare, notice solar glare, they're not saying from the corona. Away from the solar glare, individual stars were visible through the photograph. And light from these stars passed through the distorted space near the sun and appeared to bend. So far we're so good because it appeared to bend. Of course, distorted space. What? I love that one. It's a new one. Not space-time or the fabric of space-time. Remember I say sometimes they take away the time. So now this is distorted space. It should be a rubber sheet probably, but we're going to call it distorted space. This gravitational deflections altered the apparent position of the nearby stars. Some stars' distance from the position were unaffected by the distorted space, and they were in their true positions. Their position serves as calibration points for the distorted stars. Yes. All right. When Eddington repeated the photographic study of the same field 6 months later, all the stars were in their normal positions. Comparisons of the shifted position of stars near the sun during the eclipse, their actual position 6 months later, verified that Einstein's prediction of gravitational deflection of the general theory is to accuracy of about 11%. Okay, it's predictions. So far, this is a good journalist. They're saying predictions of gravitational deflection of starlight agreed to about 11%, Paul explained. Who has witnessed 2 solar eclipses, blah, 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 blah. Significant improvements have been made with digital cameras and optical quality telescopes, blah, blah, blah. It may be possible to duplicate any result or conceivably improve the accuracy of those measurements. It may be possible to duplicate Eddington's results or conceivably improve. Again, not too bad of journalism. They're not sitting there saying let's just praise Einstein, everything's going to be fine. So anyways, they go on and on. So here we are looking at the eclipse. Now, what do we critical thinkers think about this? Well, number one, hats off, applause to this person who wrote this. They didn't go into the Einstein worshiping phase. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe they're afraid it won't work. So what do we know from Dr. Edward Dowdy, a retired NASA scientist who was in their lasers division, an observatory position? Well, we know that he observed bending of light in the coronas of suns, which again is full of mass. It's just like water. Yes, it's not as thick, because if it was, we'd probably have massive bending. But there's mass there, and because there's mass there, light will be affected by that. And so there's curvature. Well, what happens outside of the corona? Nothing. Does Einstein predict something should happen? Yes. Are we doing that? Are they doing this in this experiment? No. You notice the one thing you don't hear ever is not to. You don't hear about them trying to say, well, let's try to really do an experiment and see maybe if this is work. Let's calculate where those stars are. Here's what they should be doing: calculate where those stars are and saying, okay, how much does general relativity say they should bend? Maybe they're going to do that. Maybe we'll see. I'm going to be very interested to find out what they are going to see here. But bottom line is, hats off to the University of West Georgia, because they know a publicity stunt when they see one. And this is a perfect time for them to go up there and find out if in fact the launch of our dear and sacred Einstein, who can never be questioned, can be repeated. And stay tuned. But remember what I say: never take what anyone says on faith. Stay critical, stay thinking. I'm Dave D. Hilster. I am your science therapist. You're starting to get a hang of this now. You getting it now? Ciao for now.